I mean, I had my first baby at 17, and then I turned around and had another baby, 18, I was 18, getting ready to turn, or might have already been 19. And so my whole entire life was just built around surviving. And so now you get 40 years old, and you like, girl, who are you? And what the hell do you want to do? But y'all, what I realized is that so many of my cousins, you guys are scared to start over from big things to small things. And I don't look at it as it being a failure, but I know some people do because they want the white picket fence and the husband and the dog and all of the things, right? But what I look at it as is that you finally got the guts to go ahead and get this thing right. Hey cousins, welcome to Inside the Style, where grown, God-fearing women get dressed from the inside out for the next chapter of their lives. So today, y'all, we're going to be talking about what does it look like for you to redefine yourself at 40, to redefine your life at 40, to redefine your style at 40. And sure, let me add on and beyond, because baby, let me tell y'all something right now. I am living my best life. But first, before we get off into it, y'all, we are going to shop the closet. So let's get off into the outfit that I have on today. So we'll start with the top. The top is actually from Eloquii. Now I want to add that this particular color top is not available at Eloquii anymore, but they do have a black one. They also have a polka dot one, which I own as well. They have a green one, and they also have a white one that is available. The size that I have on is a size 24. Now, my jeans, y'all, came from Ashley Stewart's. They do have stretch in them. Y'all know we love us some stretch. And I do have on a size 24. And just for reference, my height, y'all, is 5'5". Now, my little cute pink slides, these came from Torrid about 2 years ago. So these slides are no longer available. And also my jewelry is a mix between the Beauty Supply House, which my rings, and also Amazon as well. My bracelet came from Amazon. And then, of course, my earrings, which are from Ashley Stewart's, which is an oversized earring, which I absolutely love. Now, honey, listen. Now you can either shop the QR code here on the screen. Of course, as always, I will definitely have everything linked down below in the description box for you as well to be able to shop the closet. So now that we are dressed for the moment, honey, let's go ahead because we got some things we need to discuss. Baby, in this season of my life, what I have learned is that alterations are required. So my baby graduated high school 3 years ago. She left. She went off to college. I thought I was going to be scared. I didn't know what to do. All of these things, right? Because I had my babies young, one at 17, and then I turned around and I had her. I believe I was getting ready to turn 19. So I was like 18, getting ready to turn 19 when I had her. So my whole entire life was just built around surviving and also being a mom. And guess what? I realized that I did not have to fall apart. I realized all I needed to do was just alter the fit of my life. Have you ever wanted to like make money online, but you really didn't know what to post or either how to get started doing it? Well, baby, guess what? I got something just for you. So I created a whole system. It is called the Content Edition. So it doesn't matter if you are a boutique owner or a content creator. I am actually showing you the steps on how to be able to create content, how to find your target audience, and also how to be able to make money online. So you don't have to guess and do it by yourself anymore. So cousins, you can go ahead and join the community down below, which is I Create University, and grab the Content Edition, and you will actually have weekly coaching calls with me and so much more. Now, honey, let's go ahead and get back to the tea. So in this season of redefining my life at 40, I had to realize something. I had to realize that, Shauna, you're not doing this out of fear. I was actually doing this season in freedom. And I was also doing it with intention. And I realized that who I was then is not the same person who I am in this season, in this chapter of my life. So all the, oh, I got to go to practice. Oh, I got cheerleading. Oh, I got football, right? Who I am outside of being a mom, or who you may be outside of being a wife or either a grandmother. So I had to sit with myself. So when the house settles, there's no more noise. There's no people saying, Mama, I'm hungry, or baby, can you give me this? It's like, I am now in a season of grieving the old person, but also birthing the new person. And I had to realize that, and I had what I called, which is a mirror moment. So in my mirror moment, y'all, I had this conversation with myself, and I went and grabbed my journal notes because I wanted to share this with you all, because you may be able to do it as well. So I said, 4 years, I identified as a woman who was wrapped up in the following roles: a mama who was always putting herself last, a wife at the time who held it together even when she was broken, the woman who kept showing up even when she didn't feel seen. And now that the kids are gone, the relationship has ended, the noise is quiet. Suddenly, it's just you. No task, no title. No one is pulling at your energy every single day. But instead of peace, it really feels like grief. Not because I lost something, but because I finally in a space to where I get to meet the woman who was buried under all of those duties. The girl who had dreams before diapers, okay? The one who laughed differently when she wasn't carrying the whole damn household on her back. The version of me who never got to lead, but I was always needed. So I wanted to share that mirror moment with you guys out of my journal, because I felt like a lot of you can actually identify with that mirror moment, right? You may be in that role now, or you may be in that season now with me. So I ask you to reflect in the mirror and have a mirror moment, whether you write it down such as I did, or you sit back and just take some time to think about it. So I said, ask yourself this, Shauna. Are you grieving her, or are you finally giving yourself permission to exist? So yeah, I think the mirror moments are so important. And again, I'm really encouraging you to have a mirror moment in your life in this season. If you are like me 3 years ago, going in and actually redefining who you are as just a woman, as just a being, okay? So in this season of shifting and also making the necessary alterations, I need to let y'all know some steps that I've taken and I am still taking just to redefine who I am as an individual, okay? So honey, get your style notes, because I definitely need y'all to take some notes on these. Number 1 is boundaries. And I know we hear that term all the time, but baby, for me, boundaries were so important. Boundaries with my mama, boundaries with my daddy, boundaries with my sister, boundaries with my kids, boundaries in my business, because having those boundaries allows me to breathe. It allows me to let me know, hey, it is okay to say, no, I can't do it. I ain't got it. I don't want to. I just need to take a nap. Because for years, I went back and forth, right? Not setting boundaries or giving and doing all of these things. But at the end of the day, I had nothing that I could actually go and pour into myself. So boundaries is one of the things that you actually need. The next thing is unlearning the survival mindset, y'all. This is so crucial, especially for if you identify like me and maybe you were a teen mom or you're a single mom and you just, baby, I got to make it happen. I got to do what it got to do. Okay. And so for me, it's like, Shauna, you no longer have to live in the stage of survival. I'm going to put y'all in my business a little bit. Okay. Shauna, you ain't got to write no hot checks no more. Oop, oop, oop. Come on. So just realizing that things have actually shifted. And so now on a daily basis, I literally do affirmations for my mindset. I literally pray and I talk to God or whatever, just continuing to make sure that I don't drift back in the survival mode of just always going, or always, I got to make it happen. I got to do this. This got to be taken care of because this season does not look like the old season. Another thing, y'all, that I am embracing is opening up my mind to new people, possibilities, and also experiences. So I don't know if any of y'all follow me on Instagram, but I do solo dates and I love going on solo dates. It just actually gives me sometimes it gives me the opportunity, right, to revisit the inner child in me, whether I go and I do something fun and I play games or anything like that. Or either just me going and experiencing something for myself and figuring out if I like it or if I don't like it. So I'm encouraging you, honey, to be open to new possibilities, also building relationships with new people as well, because I became a part of a social club, just to get out to different gatherings, also just experiencing new things and also new people here in Dallas. And I know they always say this term that I hear that floats on the internet a lot. Oh, no new friends. No, I honestly believe that everybody is not going to be just a true close friend, but I definitely believe that you can have associates, from time to time that you can go and hang with. And of course, you being a better judge or person of what type of people that you need in your life in this season. So don't be so closed-minded and shut off and not accepting new people in your life in this season, because I truly believe that God does use people, and he does use people to bless you, to help you, and also guide you along this journey. Another one for me is going after what you want, what it is goals, whether it's weight loss, whether it's fashion, whether it's you just enjoying life. So for me personally, I'm going to share this with you all and maybe you can identify. If you don't know, I am an entrepreneur. So I own a business, the coaching side of everything. And so I have just seen things open up as I began to write down the goals. Y'all know I'm a church girl, but I'm a little ratchet too, right? Where the Bible says, write the vision and make it plain. And so when I began to write the vision, and go to God and say, hey, God, I want to experience this. I want to do this in my business. I want to be able to help this and do these things. I have literally entered a mindset to where I'm just going after it all. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what it feels like. Because what I realized is that portion of me in the old season, I had restrictions to where I could not go after certain things that I desired or I wanted at that particular time. So if that is you, girl, go after what you want, set those goals and go after them. And then the other one, y'all, is just emotional intelligence. I am learning right now to this day when it comes to emotional intelligence, learning how to not respond, learning how not to react to certain things, certain people, certain situations. I am learning discipline in that area as well. So that one is a big one for me personally. And y'all have to let me know in the comments if that is a big one for you too. Cousins, enjoy the process of this season. And I know that everybody's season looks a little different. Everybody's season feels a little different. But something that I have learned within the past 3 years, all the way until this day, and I'm still learning, is that if you want to honestly be blessed by God in different areas of your life, you have to honestly trust him and also the process and path that he's taking you on. And I have learned to do it with joy, even when it don't feel good, even when it don't look good. But I have learned to do it with joy. It just gives me a sense of peace. So in your style notes, y'all, I want you to do this. You don't need a new life. You just need to alter some things in your life because you are now becoming a new woman, and it is okay to evolve and it is okay to dream. So what I would like for you to do is write down 3 things that will help you become a better woman. And part 2 of that, I want you to write down the time that you're going to begin implementing those things as you are going in and redefining this season of your life. And as we get ready to wrap up this little episode, here is what I personally am taking off the hanger list this season. And I wrote them down, y'all. Number 1 is guilt for choosing myself. Sometimes we can be guilty for choosing us. Number 2 is the belief that I missed the moment, which is not true. I want to stop at this one right here, y'all, okay? Because I honestly feel like there are so many of my cousins who feel like they have missed the moment, they've missed the season, they're too old, they can't do it, they can't restart. Baby, you have not missed the moment. You are actually in your prime to go ahead and start living and believing in you, and also the things that you can do as well. And another thing that I am taking off the hanger in this season is the habit of shrinking myself in places. And I want to talk about this because I believe that a lot of women, a lot of my cousins like y'all, shrink yourselves when you walk into places. So y'all, naturally, I'm loud. Naturally, I am an outgoing person, always have been my whole entire life, right? But as I grew, as life happened, I began to shrink myself. I began to allow imposter syndrome to sit in because I started viewing other things around me, other people, situations, and all of that. And so, for example, when I would walk into rooms, I wouldn't say anything. You know, I would try to be like the other ladies, like just, modest and quiet and all sedity and all of the things. When in reality, that wasn't even my personality, right? That ain't even me for me to even be acting like that. So I would shrink myself or try to put myself in a box based on the environment. And what I had to realize is that, girl, you yourself are the secret sauce when it comes to entering rooms and when it comes to talking to people. So y'all, those are the things that I'm actually taking off the hanger and have took off the hanger, and I am actually boldly walking in those areas right now because I realize that I am the secret sauce, cousins. All right, cousins. So that is the end of our first episode of Alterations Are Required, aka redefining your life at 40 or over 40, should I say. So cousins, y'all have to let me know down in the comments how you guys like this little episode. I'll be dropping these every single Wednesday. This is just me sharing my experience over the past 3 years and even right now when it comes to redefining my life at 40 years old. And loving it. Do you hear me? Loving all of it, the healing of it, the process of it, the mindset shift, all of the things. And so y'all talk to me, of course, down in the comment. Let me know if this was helpful for you. Also share this with somebody else. Share this with somebody else who may need to hear this. Okay, cousins, and go and watch the other episodes of videos as well as on the channel. And I will see y'all next Wednesday. Bye, y'all.